Hello and welcome to another episode of Plants by Jasmine, or PBJ. I'm Jasmine and welcome to my journey. I'm going from a plant mom to a plant collector. Today we are here in Salt Lake City at Beyond the Leaf, and we are going to have a quick interview with the owner and just kind of see what's going on here at Beyond the Leaf in Salt Lake City. So join me. Hi, how are you? I'm Jasmine.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Bridget, I was doing a little research just about like your page, and I saw that you guys, did you move recently or did I just not see the date?
No, so this is new. The shop is totally new. It was shop prior, so new name owner, still plants. But yeah, no, I didn't go back to corporate America.
Okay, that's completely fair. When did you start Beyond the Leaf, and then how did it start? How did you get the name?
It started about 6-7 months ago, so shortly before. I don't know, the name came actually by a gal that I was previously working with, so I'll give her credit for that. But I can't understand.
Very cool. Were you in plants before you started the plant shop?
Forever.
Yes.
Yeah, I was manager 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know, I've been growing plants. My first plant was a spider plant, I think it was 10, and I've been obsessed ever since, so.
I can't keep spider plants alive.
I've got plenty. We'll get you that works.
Sweet. Yeah, they're so cute. My grandmother is so great at them, and she's got like all the babies off, and I'm like, I don't know.
It's water.
Because you know, like pothos, and I shrivel up and like talk to you. You know when they need water. They do the same thing.
Oh yeah, but in fact, you can see on this one how it's like kind of minty looking.
Oh, okay.
It needs water. It's watering day for that one.
Well, look, you know, every single day.
I mean, and I plant so long that it's because I have some just experiential knowledge. But I don't know, you get a feel for it.
Yeah. What would is like your favorite plant ever?
My favorite family of plants are the Hoyas right now. I've gone through all of them. I've gone through the succulents, the philodendrons, everything else. Landed in Hoyas, and they're so forgiving. Like, they bloom. There's different size leaf, shape, color for whatever you want.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're just a nice plant. They've rolled through all of the life events that have been thrown my way, and they just keep going.
So it's kind of nice. It kind of makes me my cats. They're there for it.
Yeah.
Well, I've actually slowly growing my Hoya collection.
Hoyas are great.
Yeah,
It's all over the place. Down here, all back here. These are all Hoyas.
Yes.
I had 2, and then my Carnosa bloomed, and I lost my mind. And so I've gone from 2 to, I think, I crossed the 300 mark in Hoyas. So I've got a couple now.
Just a few. That's it. No, I love that. Do you have like a brand of lights that you really, really like?
I like the Barinas just because they're really cost effective. They're not super expensive, so they're easy for really everybody to access.
Okay.
And they do, these are all Barinas, everything in here. So this is a T8 Barina, and then I've got, these other ones are a T5 Barina. So there's 2 different kinds that I have in here. This one's a little bit more high intensity. This is a little bit lower intensity. They don't produce a ton of heat, which is nice. So, you can close and not burn your plants, which is good. That's why I've got the succulents down here in the high intensity one. They're just easy, but there's so many that are good. I don't know, they've gotten really advanced over the years. Before you have the big old nasty halogens that made you look like you had a pot house. They're terrible. And now all the different colors. So this is kind of like, and these are a yellow one, but the spectrum is not substantially different. Not for these plants.
Yeah.
There's some you want to be a little bit more detailed in what kind of light you get, but for traditional house plants, these are just fine.
What would you say is like one of those plants that you would have to get like a more extravagant?
Some of them, for sure. There's a lot of orchids. Even probably some of the anthuriums are probably a little bit more intense.
Anthuriums are so beautiful, and I want one so bad, but I'm intimidated, to be honest.
There's none in here, so yes, I have to. One of my friends, though, she's converting me, so I'm gonna get some.
It's a good challenge, right? You need that.
Just fell into alocasia. They've been doing really, really well. So I guess anthurium's next.
Do you think that alocasias, right? Am I saying that right? Okay. Do they fall in the same, like a tier of difficulty and then alocasia, or how does that work?
I've always heard that they're very difficult. A little bit humidity sensitive, they're more the roots. But I find with most plants, if you start with good soil, half the battle's done. So get in from one of my growers, and the nursery soil is heavy and too thick, and if you just put in that, it's just going to die, and then it's their fault. No, I mean, the nursery for your house, you know, you need it up. So I change everything up as soon as it comes into the shop. And they do great. Like, they've been growing crazy. Good light, good food, good soil. They're done. They're easy.
Do you have like a plant soil you prefer over others?
I make my own. No,
okay.
Yeah, I just my own. There's lots that are good, but sometimes you want something a little bit chunkier. You want a little bit more perlite. You need a little bit more compost. And so I just start with a base. I don't have a specific one that I gravitate to. I just kind of go with what I've got available at the moment, and just mix in what I want.
Okay, that's definitely something I need to get to use. Like, I've not yet at all.
You know, it honestly makes it easier, and I have so many plants now that it's easier for me to buy in bulk.
Yeah.
So like if you have just a couple plants, you know, find mixes, you just buy the mixes and be done. But
Yeah.
I mean, so it's easier for me to mix what I want.
Where do you weigh them in bulk?
I do a lot online. Moonlight Gardens is a pretty good one here for if you want a local shop. They're actually really nice, and they can set you up with some really good products. Really reasonable price too. The hydroponic store, they've got all the good stuff. So we've got, I mean, it all don't have anything dedicated to a specific area. We've moved a lot of succulents and kind of cacti and had a lot of people asking for them, so I started bringing a bunch more in. A bunch of hybrid aloes. These are all different types of aloe. Pickle plants, those are pretty fun ones. And this is the Hoyas. I had a big Hoya sale for December, so I mean, I had all over the place. Yeah, and then the silly cactus, the inappropriate cactus, the boobs and the thin cactus. They're hilarious. Of the hybrid aloes, these guys are so cool.
They're so big too. Oh my gosh.
This is one of my favorite ones, the blue Castelloniae.
Castelloniae.
Yeah. I mean,
They're so cool. Very alien.
Yeah, they're pretty neat. I've had some aloe for a while, so it was kind of a natural thing to bring these guys in.
How much do aloes need as far as water goes?
Let it be dry. Yeah.
I destroyed it that I had one
Did
time.
you?
I was like,
most people overwater. Yeah, that's a big thing. I've got a big aloe vera at home, and I probably water it maybe 5 times a year.
Wow.
Like, not often. I forget it exists.
And it has this kind of like perlite soil.
Yeah. And even just like my main soil mix, I just add a lot more perlite and sand to it. So I still use a lot of the same components, and I just switch it up on the plant.
Yeah.
We're getting some more of the strings of things. Little turtle guys, aren't they fun? Yeah. There's lots of them. There's another local grower that she had a lot last year. I'm hoping she'll have a bunch this year. Lambert's. I don't know if you've dealt with her. She did a lot of outdoor plants.
Oh, okay.
And I think she's more into the indoor. And
Got it.
so she's like a big nursery. Got some fun ones, all the different whale fins. I got a really good on some whale fins, so I brought in a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
Some of the unique stuff. For your ficus collectors, it's just a ficus, but it's a newer cultivar. It's called an El Dorado.
El Dorado, that's very pretty. I haven't gotten into ficus yet, so I don't know a lot about them at all.
They're cool. I've got one that I've been carting around for 20 years, since I was a nursery manager. So it started in a little 8-inch pot, it was maybe this tall, and now it's a 12-foot tree. So
I love like the little like that you're getting with your plants.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
they're fun. And most of them have a story. You know, I think one thing when you have a plant that, I don't know, it comes with you and it follows you around with something. Most of the philodendrons are over in this area. The philos and the alocasia. I've got red Andersons, the little Tycons. And these, I mean, I grow them little, so that's, I don't know, I think that's my bonus, you know. You can for all kinds of prices these days, which the rise of tissue culture, that just will do it, but these are for me. You know? Yeah. They come from tents, so they're a little bit more set. You know, some fun ones. City of Angels Peace Lily. That's not something you see every day.
What is this guy?
This is Mickey Mouse Alocasia. Isn't he fun?
He's so cute. I love
They're
it.
pretty cool. I've got a couple of them. I got that guy. I've got one more 6-inch.
Oh yeah, there we
He gets
go.
such a funky leaf. Like this one's growing super.
How is this natural? Right here.
Yep, this one's normal. And then he's got lots of little babies starting to sprout out here.
We
so,
love that.
So it's gonna fill out, which will be nice.
Wow. For the ones that you don't do, is there like a particular like that you use? Like, how do you go about finding that?
There's not a specific one, no. But I mean, I've been in plants for so long that there's a lot of sellers that I've worked with.
Okay.
So I try to stick with the ones that I've had good experience with and have a good reputation. You know, I don't new with a lot of plants, especially not in winter. You know, winter shipping, big deal. There's a lot of really good ones though, locally and nationally. If I do national, then I put them in my tent and I grow them out and make sure they're good before they come in here. I don't know, there's a lot of good people. Anytime you buy from somebody, you just want to research it, you know. Find reviews, see how you feel about the shipping. If they're like, oh, it's friends and family only, don't do that.
No. Yeah. Good to know.
Yeah.
Have you ever like bought plants from a seller and it just covered in like any type of?
I've never had buggy ones, but I'm picky about who I buy from. So that's a big thing. I check reviews, definitely check reviews from people, and if I have not bought from them or I can't find reviews, I ask a lot of questions.
Okay.
Because what are they going to do? Tell you, oh yeah, it's all perfect, send you bugs. Like, that's not going to work.
No.
So, no,
word of mouth is important.
And yeah, if people tell of a seller that they really like, you know, that kind of too. So word of mouth is a big thing.
So I'm nowhere close to like hundreds of plants. Yeah. It's a goal, obviously. Yeah. How do you pest with that?
I use systemic stuff because it's easier for me in my routine. I also use a lot of beneficial insects. I think that's a really good way to just kind of have a defense. It's not going to do absolutely everything unless you're consistently releasing stuff, but it really prevents a lot of the nasty bugs that you're going to get. And there's a lot of chemicals that are out there that work. So I have tons of stuff on hand, but I use very little.
Yeah.
The systemic I now it's called Contos. And that's been a really, really good one. It's feed it. So basically the bugs eat it and just die. Only bugs that belong in your house are the ones you put there. I like to have a general predator, and then I have lots of beneficial mites that I use. But for a predator, I like lacewing larvae the best. You're not going to them on your plants, which is nice, and they're not going to go all over your house, which is nice.
Do they just stay in the soil?
Or? No, I mean, they'll be cruising around on the plants, which is good. They're little guys. They look terrifying, but they eat everything, which is good. I've also done ladybugs, which is good, but they'll go all over your house.
Yeah.
Ask me how. No.
Oh, did you get infested?
I infested. I would say I ordered more than I thought, and I let them go. So my husband was not thrilled with that.
I'm sure. Yeah. How did you get rid of them?
I mean, they die off eventually. Okay. If there's no food, they're gonna go. Yeah. So
they cleared you then for sure.
Yeah, there were no in the house. The ladybugs got everything.
Well, do you do anything else like besides plants? Do you make any products that you have, anything like that?
I work with local people that are doing stuff. There's a guy that's 3D printing these. There's a gal up north that does these trellises for me. I want to support the rest of the local community. I want other people to grow with it. And so, I've sold of hers, so hopefully I'll get some more of her stuff.
And hers is called?
Clement's Creations.
Clement's Creations.
This is a Pixel Plant Company.
Pixel Plant Company.
Yeah, he does these made fidgets for me. So, you got just like random fidgets, which is cool.
That.
And then my lovely employee Cindy, she makes little terrariums. I got all these little figure guys and mosses and stuff. And
love that. That is beautiful.
Yeah. So Susannah Thankful, she did this one and this. She's gonna bring more stuff in, and she is the nicest gal ever. Like so sweet. This is her painting, and I told her I've got lots of wall space.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I think I've really appreciated your time. Hey guys, Editor Jasmine here. I just wanted to say thank you so much for another amazing episode here at PBJ. You might have noticed that there were some funny lines going on during the video that were going up and down, and we learned something new, that when it's really cold outside and you go into a very humid room, that your camera begins having issues. So that's something that we learned on this journey, and something that we're going to try to avoid next time with just changing up the filming. We'll see how it goes, but I really appreciate you guys watching up to this point, and I'm super excited for the next video. So see you next time. Bye.